Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing today? Honestly, I come to you today with some sad news. This is breaking news that broke about an hour ago. Very, very sad news of one of Arsenal's youngsters, very highly touted, Emile Smith Rowe. Unfortunately, this is an injury update to Emile Smith Rowe. We've already known that he's been having injury issues due to his growth, just regular growing pains and everything else, and it caused him some groin pains, to the point where now it seems like he's going to have to undergo surgery. Yes, Emile Smith Rowe is expected to undergo surgery, and he might be out until December. Yes, he will be out until December at this moment in time. Reports confirm Arsenal confirming that Emile Smith Rowe has undergone surgery to repair damage in the tendon in his groin. The club says they hope Emile Smith Rowe will return to full training in December. This is a big blow. Hopefully, this issue gets sorted once and for all. Another report here is saying that after a special consultation and discussing with the Arsenal medical team, Emile Smith Rowe has undergone repair to damage the tendon in his groin this week. It is hopeful that he'll return to training in December. We wish him a speedy recovery. We all know that. And finally, Fabrizio Romano also confirming the same thing, reporting about the specialist, and then also taking a quote from Arsenal about Emile Smith Rowe and when he's scheduled to return. This is very, very sad news, ladies and gentlemen, because we expected some clarity over Emile Smith Rowe's situation going into the North London Derby, but we didn't think that it would mean that he would be out for so long. He was already out for a couple of weeks now, and he has been playing here and there. He hasn't really gotten too much game time this season, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know exactly how many games he played. One second, let me just check. But of course, he did not play all 4 games. He played 4 games this season, and if I'm mistaken, he was a substitute for a majority of them. He did not start, I don't think, any games this season yet. I think all of the games this season he came off as a substitute at some point throughout the game, because I remember the last game that he played was in that Man United game, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check quickly. Yeah, so he against Leicester he got 6 minutes, against Bournemouth he got 16 minutes, against Aston Villa he got 9 minutes, and against Manchester United he got another 16 minutes. This season he has barely played. He's played just over, what is that, 47 minutes, 48 minutes. He's played 48 minutes this season. Just over 45 minutes this season. Not really even a full match of football under his belt yet this season. He's missed games like the first game of the season versus Crystal Palace. He's missed games against Everton. We didn't actually play against Everton, so against Brentford. So he's missed 2 games this season. Plus, he was on the bench against Fulham at home, and he didn't get a chance to come out and help us in that 2-1 win. So yeah, it's been very, very sad to see what's happened with Emile Smith Rowe. We wish him all the best, of course. We hope to see him very, very soon, but it is concerning. My concern is that these are reoccurring issues. He's constantly getting injuries, and he had this similar issue a couple years back when he was on loan at RB Leipzig. Sorry, not like RB Leipzig. Why'd I question it? Yeah, at RB Leipzig he had a similar issue, and this is a concern. But in the same breath, we're hopeful that this is the final issue that he has, because you don't continue to grow forever. He's now reaching the age of 23. After this season, he'll be 23. He's currently 22. Once he reaches 23, I'm hopeful that he will stop growing at the rate that he's growing at, and it will cause less stress on his body and less pain, because all these pains are stemming from growing pains. Now, there are some people in the comments. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, how is Emile Smith Rowe got injured? I just explained it. Shout out to Mustafa in the chat. Shout out to Rave. But yeah, so that's the update on Emile Smith Rowe. It is sad news, and you know what? Hopefully he does get better very soon. But yeah, that's just a quick little update to leave you guys with that. In other news, I don't think there's much other news today. There's not a lot of other news going around with Arsenal. We already know that about the Emile Smith Rowe situation. I just mentioned it. But yeah, let me just get this. with Arsenal today, there's not really much other news. We just wish Emile Smith Rowe the best of luck, and hopefully he gets healthy very, very soon. We already know about how we wish happy birthday to Per Mertesacker. Um, in other news, there was an update yesterday, but I don't know how reliable it is. I just don't know how reliable it is. Let me get this. Let me get this for you guys to show you guys what I'm talking about, because there are some updates on Douglas Luiz. Let me see if that is reliable. Mikel Arteta we might be taking the players to warm weather training in Dubai during the Qatar World Cup, to hope in hopes that they do better in training in warm weather rather than in the UK where it's going to be a little bit colder. You got Ferland Balogun extending his contract at Arsenal, of course, and then will be loaned out for an extra season at Reims. Apparently, he's having such a great season that they want him for longer, and he should be avoiding relegation this season with them, because he's just on fire as one of the best strikers in that league at this moment in time. We heard Jamie Carragher on Talksport the other day saying that Arsenal might actually be some sort of title challengers this season. I don't know about that, but we'll have to wait and see what's going on with that. We already know about the Kroenkes and how they've been taking the club a little bit more serious lately, but it looks like they're taking a little bit more serious than we actually thought with some of the stuff that they're going to be thinking about doing. Let me show you guys what I mean. I'm just going to pop this up right here. Let me get this up on the screen for you guys. So yeah. So first, I'm just going to finish off with the Emile Smith Rowe thing. We wish him the best of luck, and we hope that he gets well soon. Getting on to this news right here, Arsenal will make another move for Aston Villa's Douglas Luiz in January. Hopes that Villa could be pursued into cashing in 6 months later on his contract. Arsenal believe that 15 million bid would be more than reasonable of a price at this moment in time. I don't know if we're going to go back in for Douglas Luiz in January. Does it make sense? Yes. Will we actually go back in for Douglas Luiz in January? I don't think so. I think that ship has sailed. I think that ship has sailed. I think from now until the end of the season, if we do make a signing, it will probably be that Brazilian kid Danilo. I don't see us going back in for Douglas Luiz. I think he's missed his opportunity to join Arsenal, and it's down to Aston Villa not being willing to let him go near the end of the window last season. So yeah, he's missed his boat, and he's just gonna have to lie in it. I know it's not his fault, but at the same time, his club didn't allow him to go. So there you go. That is what I think is gonna happen with the Douglas Luiz thing. I don't think there's any further news with that Douglas Luiz thing right there. We've seen how good he is. We know we rate the player to a certain degree, and there's a reason why we wanted him in January. But I don't think we're gonna go and get him in January. I just think if Arsenal's gonna sign any center mid in January, it's going to be the Danilo kid from Brazil. Now, moving on to the final news of the day. The final news of the day, I'm just going to say this quickly. Final news of the day is the Todd Boehly news. So it's not Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea are all looking to establish a multiple club network. Apparently, Stan Kroenke is now looking to buy a club from either Portugal, Belgium, Brazil, and if there was another club, but another country, but I forget. Looks like Stan Kroenke is serious. He really wants to expand his network of football clubs, and this could benefit Arsenal in development. It could benefit Arsenal in recruitment, and it could develop Arsenal in scouting. So we'll have to wait and see where we go from here, and hopefully we can definitely improve our scouting system and everything else by getting another team under Arsenal's wing or the Kroenke's wing in order to further expand the Arsenal network. So imagine, just like Man City, we could have an Arsenal, what do you call it, business group, or whatever you want to call it, Arsenal club group, or it's already called Arsenal Football Club, but it will now be called Arsenal Football Group. Imagine. But yeah, let's just wait and see where this thing goes, how it expands, if it goes anywhere or if it actually stays, because it looks like Todd Boehly is actually looking to purchase 2 clubs already. The Kroenkes haven't actually made a bid for any clubs yet, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, that's it for today. Hopefully you guys are well. People in the chat, let's see what people are saying. Could this injury expose Arsenal's squad issues? That might be true, but in the same breath, if Martinelli gets injured, then we are going to have an extreme problem. So yeah, I agree with you. Definitely. If Martinelli gets injured, we definitely have a serious issue on that left wing. Could we need defensive midfield to replace Partey in January? Partey can't stay fit for long this season. That is true. We do need more squad depth, but are we going to get more squad depth this summer? Probably, but in the January window, very difficult to get stuff done in the January window. We already know that. Groin injury for ESR, yep. And he's going to have to take surgery. He's going to have to get surgery for that injury. But yeah, we're out of here, people. That's it for now. People saying ESR is average. I'm not even going to entertain that at this point. He's 22 years old. What do you expect him to be? The best player on the planet? Anyways, we're out of here, people. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll be back with another live stream tonight at 9. So make sure you check us out, EGTV. We're live at 9 with the Premier League prediction show. We got 13 of you guys in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out, and we're out of here. Peace out, guys.